بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Inshallah, today we're going to start to learn our first Arabic book in Arabic Voice School, which is in the address www.arabicvoice.org. So this is my online school that I'm trying through this school to teach Arabic um, language, Arabic writing, Arabic reading. I'm trying to put you on the step or the first step of going through till you inshallah maybe be able to be Arabic teacher as well. So I take you from the basic books till the going through the books till the advanced levels inshallah through this school. And there is Arabic there is Islamic books as well. Al-Qaeda Nuraniya for the kids. I made 3 books of Al-Qaeda Nuraniya, so you can go through this website and check the books, and there is a whiteboard explanation for one of these books would help you to explain the tajweed or the Quran rules, inshallah. Now, we have a study plan for this school. So we're going through مفتاح العربية or Arabic Gateway or Gateway to the Arabic. This is book 1. There is 4 books for this book or a gateway to Arabic. We don't need all these books, only we need book 1 or part 1. This part will help you to write and read Arabic properly, so then you will be ready to go through these nice Arabic books, which need the learner to be able to be already reading and writing Arabic to go through this one. So this book actually it's a golden key. Okay, I call it golden key to the other nice Arabic books that you're going to learn with me inshallah in Arabic Voice School. The first book are 3 parts. Alhamdulillah, I found all these books free online. I uploaded on my website, so you can go and check these books. The first one is the Arabic lessons for non-Arabic speakers. This is famous. I think most of you know these books. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. العربية لغير الناطقين بها or دروس العربية لغير الناطقين بها. The other one العربية بين يديك, Arabic between your hands. There are 3 parts as well. I found them and upload them in my website. الكتاب الأساسي, this is the basic book. الكتاب الأساسي, the basic book in Arabic. This is from Tunis or Tunisian book. This is nice one as well. I uploaded and you can check it on my website. Standard Arabic, I think you know this book as well. I think this book for those who just learn Arabic as a language. They like the Arabic language, so they want to know how to read and write and talk Arabic. In this book there is quite good explanation in English. That's why I didn't do any explanation for this book. All my work with this book is just read every single Arabic word and letter and conversation come in this book, which is more than 600 pages, and I leave the explanation to you. You read it and try to understand what it comes. I just give you the correct pronunciation for the Arabic word comes in this book. The last book is a professional writing of Arabic book. Actually, this is very nice book for those especially who like to travel to the Arab countries and want to read what while they go through while they are walking the streets and going a tour in the town or in a country. We want to read the signs that are on the top of the shops or the doctor surgeries that's written in Arabic. So this is the type of Arabic writing that you find it on the shops, on the airport, on the markets, on doctor surgeries, on the whatever. Whenever you go, you will find this type of writing. We call it خط الرقعة. This type quite different than the other this type that you know which is we call it النسخ, خط النسخ or نسخ writing. This is الرقعة. This is common, and you will find it on the sign in the sign on the top of the shops in the streets. You can read it whenever you go in the if you want to, or if you decided to make a tour to the town. So this is the common type of writing that you will find when you go to the Arab countries. So inshallah, we're going to start with our key or golden key, مفتاح العربية, which will open the gate for these very nice, beautiful, or very nice type uh, of Arabic books. And this will not be the only types of books. There is many. There is another types, or there is another books in the Arabic language as well. And if you want to suggest me, or okay, if you want to, if you find nice Arabic and you want to make an explanation or in my voice, please don't hesitate to say to contact me and try to send me this book in a PDF form, so I'll check and if it's really I find it's good and will be a benefit for the Muslims or for the learner, so we can make a video and audio as well, inshallah. So let's go through the book. Oh, by the way, for the children or the kids, actually this book is not suitable for the kids or the children. Okay, so the kids, if they want to go through their books, and there is another books for kids as well from 2 years old, okay, till the adults. So this they have specific books. I made it as well, inshallah, in their corner, children corner. So to go through these books, actually they should be already reading and writing. So I prefer to go through Al-Qaeda Nuraniya that I told you about it. And there are 3 books for Al-Qaeda Nuraniya. Learn Al-Qaeda Nuraniya, so you will get 2 advantages. The first one is to learn how to read Quran properly, and this is the most important thing that you can do for your kid, for your Muslim child. And the second one, your child will be ready then to go through these books. So, or not these books, for the I mean their Arabic books that will be you will find it in their corner, in the children corner, in the website or in my school as well. They can use this one as well, Miftah Arabic. They can use this one, but if they don't have any idea, I prefer they go to Qaida or Qaida finished Tajweed rules, so they could read Quran and then will be ready for the Arabic. But they can use this book as well. So let's go through the مفتاح العربية or Gateway to Arabic. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ واكتب, read and write. So this, could you see here in this picture, this is the gate. And this should be the learner. Okay, this is the learner, and when he is going through this gate, we will guide him, inshallah, take him to the all different books which will come in the Arabic voice school. مفتاح العربية, Gateway to Arabic, book 1. Dr. Imran Hamza Al-Qawi, this is the author or the writer, and it's written here a foundation course in the reading or in reading and writing Arabic. As in the language, the first lesson should be how to read the alphabet or how to pronounce the letters. So our first lesson is the Arabic alphabet. Could you see here there is a column give you a pronunciation guide to pronouncing the Arabic letters. As I am here, so you don't need these 2 columns. Just look at the letters and listen to my pronunciation. I don't advise actually to listen or try to learn any Arabic pronunciation from Latin letters, as there is many Arabic letters is not exist in the Latin, and it's not even similar pronunciation, like ayn, like ghain, like ta, like qaf, kha, dad. All these letters you couldn't find it in the Latin letters, so it will not give you an accurate pronunciation for the Arabic reading or for the Arabic pronunciation of or pronouncing the Arabic letters. So just listen and repeat after me, please. Alif, ba, ta, fa, jim, ha, kha, dal, ذال, را, زا, سين, شين, صاد, ضاد طا ظا عين غين فا قاف كاف لام ميم نون ها واو يا. Now, please press pause and try to listen to this pronunciation again. Repeat after me till you are ready to, are you 100% able to pronounce the letter properly. Now, let's go to the writing. Arabic basically written from right to left, which is opposite to the English, which is written from left to right. And from the top to the bottom, okay, like here. So I'm starting from the top, not writing from the bottom to the top or from below to up. So from up to down. So Arabic, when you start write Arabic, so you put your pencil here, okay, you starting from the right side. So let's check how to write down alif. Alif inshallah should be easy letter. Why? Because alif looks like number 1 English, and sometimes alif carry hamza. Sometimes alif carry hamza. This hamza or hamza is this letter that is on the top of alif. This is hamza. So how to write down alif? This is alif. I think the problem here. Yes, this is alif. I don't know why it's not written. I'll try again to open this program. So alif looks like 1 here. This is alif, and sometimes alif carry hamza. So hamza, it's written like this. It's a bit looks like ayn. So hamza and alif got the same pronunciation. So you pronounce alif like hamza and hamza like alif. They both have the same pronunciation. Please hold your pencil now and try to write with me the letter alif and hamza on the top. Usually hamza needs a letter to carry it. Usually, but not all the time. Usually hamza need a carrier. These carriers or this carrier could be alif, could be waw, could be a letter looks like yeah. We call it nabra. Whatever this carrier, alif or waw or ya or nabra, you don't pronounce any of these letters. You just pronounce hamza, which is exactly looks like alif. So you pronounce hamza. Hamza is the strongest here. Hamza is stronger than its carrier. So now I'm going to write alif now, starting from the beginning or the first line or the start from the beginning of the line. Alif and hamza. Please write with me the letter alif and hamza on the top of it. Inshallah, this should be easy for all of you. So you can go through all this line. Okay, don't say it's boring. No, it's very important, especially if you don't have any idea about Arabic letters before. So you just keep write. While you write alif, say this is alif, and when you write hamza, say this is hamza. So the next page is the letter ba. Ba is inshallah should be easy. It looks like boot. Could you see here? So you in the arrow, could you see you write from the top to down a little bit, and then go through from right to left, and then again from go to the top. So alif or ba, sorry, ba, it looks like a boat. And then the fourth step is you put the dot below. So don't write the dot first and then draw the writing. No, you just have to write the letter first, go through the letter, and then add the dot in the bottom. So let's go through ba or letter ba. Let's check how to write down the letter ba together. Ba. So you go from the top or from up to down, and you are actually in the right position or in the your right hand side, and then you go through the left and go to up a little bit again, and then add the dot again. Try to write down the letter on exactly on the line. Don't go up or below the line. Okay, so I hope you hold your pencil now and go through the letter with me to write down the letter ba. Now there is no any dots, so you're going to do it in your own. Ba. Inshallah, this should be easy for all of you. It's not hard letter. Ba, this letter which looks like a boat and has one dot below. So you go and fill all the lines with the letter ba with your pencil. So let's check what is the next letter. Definitely should be ta. Ta exactly written like ba, the same way of writing, but the difference in the dots. Instead the dots of below or the dots in below, it will be the two dots on the top. So ta, two dots. Ta, two dots on the top. Let's check how to write it. Here is ta. You go through your boat again, exactly like ba, but the dots are on the top. One, two. Hold your pencil and try to practice with me. Write down the letter with me. Sorry, I put, and even the dots start right from the right to left, okay? Not from left to right. So don't add the left dot first, add the right first, and then the left. Ta, 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 two dots on the top. Ba, one dot below. Okay, this is ta. Now with your pencil, fill all the lines with the letter ta before going through the third one, which is tha. This is the letter tha. Tha looks like ba and ta. The only difference between them, between these letters, is the dots. Ba one dot below, ta two dots on the top, tha three dots on the top. So tha three dots, tha three dots. Go with your pencil now through the letter. One, two, three dots. One, two, three. Hey, I made mistake. I a little bit go up the line. This is mistake. I don't have rubbers, so don't do like me, okay? You just try to make the line on the line, okay? The writing on the line. Don't on the top or below the line. There, here you're going to write on your own. Okay, this is the letter Th. So again, fill all lines with the letter Th before going through the next letter, which is Jim. Jim completely different. How to write Jim? Let's check how to write Jim together. You start from here. Could you see the arrow could help here? Starting from this side to this side and from the top to the below, okay, to the bottom. Jim. And the dot in the middle. So again, I just remind you, don't start with your dot first, or don't put the dot first and then write the letter. You have to write the letter first and then add the dot at the end before finishing. Yes, like that. This is a little bit big Jim. Sometimes it's written smaller than that. So there is the dots here. And let's go through the next line. No writing. No dots, sorry. So you're going to do it in your own. It's a little bit here on the line, so it should be like this. Okay, this is the proper gene. Okay, so you try to fill the line with the proper gene. Okay, look at the first line and then go through, fill all the lines with the letter G. The next letter is Ha. Ha is easy. It's exactly the same way writing of Jim, but no dots. Just write down the letter without any dots. This is the letter Ha. Ha, one of these letters that is a little bit hard for my students to pronounce it. Ha comes from the throat, it's a bit sharp letter. It's not like ha. Ha, you feel it comes like from chest. Okay? Ha different than ha. Ha comes from throat, and ha you feel come from the chest. Ha, exactly the same way writing of Jim, but there is no any dots, which make things easier, I think. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, now try to fill the lines with the letter ha, and then the next letter is Kha. Kha is the same writing of ha and jim. The only difference is to add one dot on the top. Jim, it's dot in the middle or below in the writing words, but kha, the dot is on the top. Kha, actually, it's not exist in English, but mashallah, all my students could pronounce kha. Even they could pronounce ha, kha sometimes. Sometimes they pronounce ha, kha. So there is big difference between ha and kha. As I told you before, you have to listen carefully to the pronunciation of the alphabet, because changing the pronunciation change the meaning, give different meaning, and sometimes give opposite meaning to the word kha. Now we're going to start. I'm going to start without any dots. We'll start in your own. Kha, 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 kha. Okay, so you go through the line, fill all the lines with the letter kha before going through the next letter, which is dal. Dal is easy, inshallah. It looks like incomplete circle. So, inshallah, this should be easy for all of you. And there is another letter looks like dal, which is dhal. Don't forget to stick your tongue out when you pronounce dhal and tha. Tha, three dots. Don't forget. In tha, three dots, you have to stick your tongue a little bit out, and with dhal as well. Here is the letter dal. Okay, we're going to write down the letter dal. Inshallah, this should be easy for all of you. Dal. Some of my students pronounce this letter in an incorrect way. They say dal. This is wrong because dad is a different letter than dal. When you pronounce the light letters, you will find a little bit your face or your mouth. You looks like smiling. Okay, so when you pronounce these letters lightly, like del, like be, te, you'll find your face a little bit smiling, as I told you before. So if you find this, there is no any smiling, so that means that you pronounce the letter wrong. If you say dal, so the smiling is disappeared. Del, you will find your face a little bit smiling, so that means you pronounce the letter properly. So this is del, inshallah it will be easy for you. Now fill all the lines with del again. Don't forget to do this before going through the next letter, which is del. So let's go to the next one. Del, exactly the same way writing of del, but you just add one dot on the top. Some of my students, they are mix between dal and noon. The big difference between dal and noon, we find this difference when we come to the letter noon. Something else, noon joined to the letters from both sides. Dal, one of the six naughty letters that never join to the letter comes after. So the letter comes after it. So dal is different, completely different than the letter noon. So we're going now to write down the letter dal. Again, don't forget when you pronounce the letter dal, don't forget to stick your tongue out a little bit. Okay? Dal, exactly like dal, you adding one dot on the top. Dal, 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 Del. Try to, I'm reminding myself to put or write on the line, not on the up of the line, like this. This is the proper del. Del. So you can make it smaller, it should be perfect, whatever, smaller, bigger, but at the end, this letter should be perfect writing, okay? Should be on the line and should be written in this exact like in the example here. Could you see the arrow could help you to write down the letter? So this is the letter del. Fill the lines again with the letter del, with the letter del before going through the next one, which is ra. It's a bit slow. Ra is inshallah should be easy for all of you. The letter ra. Ra hasn't got any dots and it's really unique shape, has unique shape. Only one letter looks like ra, which is Z, comes after ra, and has one dot on the top. Ra. So I lost my cursor, I think. Can't find it. I'll try to find it now. Yeah, this is ra. How to write ra? It looks like that. Ra. So try ra. Got a little bit tail under under the line. So don't write ra all the letter on the top of the or on the line because it would be looks like del then. So ra has a tail go under tail goes under the line. Ra like that. Ra. 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 Okay, try to fill again the lines with the letter ra and don't forget to make it longer under the line. So the next one is, or the next letter is Z. It's exactly the same way writing of ra, but has one dot on the top, exactly like del and zal. Z, the letter Z, exactly the same way writing of ra, the same way, but add one dot on the top, make it becomes Z. 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 Z different than the letter del. Del, which is looks like del, but what has one but has one dot on the top. You have to stick your tongue out a little bit. But Z, you shouldn't stick your tongue out. Okay? No tongue. You show no tongue when you pronounce the letter Z. Okay? This letter, your tongue will be uh, behind your teeth. When you pronounce the letter Z, your tongue will be behind your teeth. Z. Okay? Z. Okay? Now try to fill all the lines with the letter the before going through the next letter, which is sin. So let's stop here and go through the next part for sin. I hope all of you could write all the letter properly. Try to revise the sound of or the pronunciation of the letter of the alphabet letters again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.